boy.
Oh boy, oh boy. Oh me, oh boy, oh my. It's a grand old time for this guy. Let me just mute the thing.
Okie dokie.
Let me mute.
Rampage, what's up?
We are live. Hello. Welcome, people.
Hello.
We got Liz. We got Wolf. We got
That's
the
me.
we got the two gamers. I ask you
The
guys
party team.
the same question every single time. How you doing? What you guys been playing?
I'm
School.
kind of drowning in work, but when I'm not doing that, I am I've been playing the Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters,
Oh
which
yeah.
you know,
I've been watching you guys.
and I've also been playing a bit of Chivalry 2. And that
What is
game's
it?
kind of a blast. Chivalry 2.
Oh, okay.
It's like TF2 but with medieval knights.
Sounds fun.
Oh, I think I heard
Yeah,
about it.
it's a pretty good time.
Alright.
I
Liz.
played the original like
Oh,
10
what?
years ago.
I think
Yeah.
I might have seen videos of it. Actually, I think there's a very funny clip that I know of that I might have seen from it. That I might have to send to the chat at some point. What
Nice.
about you, Liz? What have you been playing?
Playing a lot of, I played a little bit of Paleo Pines. That demo came out not too long ago. Played that. I became Patreon for Billy Bust Up, which they send demo stuff over for that.
Oh,
So I've been play testing that stuff. And then, of course, Ark as well. Zelda here and there.
yeah.
Yeah, I've just been jumping from games.
So
Like I
have
played that Little Kitty Big City demo. Cause yeah, Steam had that that like a bunch of demos
Yeah.
were promoted like a week or two ago. For their like right before Steam sale they did that. So I downloaded a bunch of like little demos and tried them out, and Paleo Pines and Little Kitty Big City were two of them.
Yeah.
They were really fun. I really liked them.
I have been I've been playing on my PlayStation a lot. As you guys know, I've been playing a lot of games for the sake of platinums. Beat most of those. I started playing I Am Setsuna, like today. I started playing Cassette Beast yesterday. Very good so far. I like it a lot.
Cassette Beast.
Cassette
The
Beast. It's kind of like
Sounds
Pokemon.
adorable.
It's like Pokemon. You turn into you're in this world where you are like out of like the actual world, and you like everybody gets stuck on this island, and in order to defend yourself, you have to be a cassette beast, and they're all like recorded on like actual cassettes, and you swap and all that shit. You have party members and all that crazy shit. It's fun so far. The music is really good as well. And like in order to capture stuff, you have to record the monsters on the cassette tapes. Which is really cool.
What is it on? Is it on PC or are you playing it on PlayStation?
It's on PC.
Oh, okay.
I think it's only on PC currently. Maybe we'll get stuff for like, maybe if it's popular enough, we'll get it on like PlayStation and Switch. It might be on Switch.
Thank you for the hydrate.
I don't think it's on Switch. It seems like it'd be perfect for Switch, but I don't know if it's on Switch or not. If it is, I'll let you guys know.
I'm gonna search that actually.
While you search that, we're gonna talk about recent releases, or like, for example, the RPG Nintendo Direct that made me lose my mind. Super Mario RPG. Hell yes. A remake of Star Ocean 2. Hell yes also. Other games on that include nothing else because they aren't important to me.
4? Come on.
What is it?
Pikmin 4.
Oh, I'm not a
That's coming out soon. I'm so excited, dude.
I'm not a Pikmin person. Like,
thank you for the subscription.
Pikmin's definitely one of those like popular. Like if you're a fan of Pikmin, you're excited. But if you're not, you're just kind of like, good for the people who got it. You know.
I grew up with it, so I really like Pikmin.
For all the people who got the game that they wanted, kudos to you. You know, like you got Pikmin 4. I'm happy for you. I can't.
Yeah.
You can ignore your friends for 3 days.
Yeah, well, Art Fight is this month, right? So I've been like super busy with creating a bunch of artwork for that. So I haven't really been doing a ton of gaming this month, but yeah, after July, I'll definitely be playing a lot of Pikmin, I think.
Yeah, there's so many games that are coming out that I want to play, or games that I have like a literal list on my desk of games that I want to platinum, and I'm just kind of like debating which ones to play.
Right.
I kind of get
Yeah.
to like the first save point, so that way like I don't have to like go through all the major shit at the start of the game. I'm thinking of just playing I Am Setsuna because I've heard I Am Setsuna is pretty short. Haven is like 12 hours. Okami's like 6. Okami's pretty short. if I
Okami's
remember.
decently long, actually. I think.
Okami's maybe like 40, 50 hours.
I think that's pretty decently long.
But yeah,
It's long. It's long for its genre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okami is on a to platinum.
Okami.
To platinum, it's about 55 hours, which isn't very long. About as long as it took me to platinum. I think 15.
Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
It's 50 hours only.
I'd have to check my time, but I'm pretty sure it was like 50 or 60.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
I would think Final Fantasy 15 would require you to do like a bunch of bullshit.
There was a bunch of bullshit, but I got it done in 50 to 60 hours.
Dang.
Fair enough.
Most of it was AFK shit that I was like, fuck it. Like, I think the trophy that took me the longest was you have to max out a stat of like running, and I just rubber banded my controller in an area and was like, I'll be back in like 3 hours, and it was
Nice.
done.
Incredible. You just do the left stick and the right stick together, and you run in
Yeah.
a circle.
I had to do that for one of the Darksiders trophies. You got to ride the horse for like 100 miles.
I did that for egg hatching and Sword and Shield.
Yes.
It is an effective strategy that has stood the test of time. The rubber band never fails.
Yep, exactly. Or in the 3DS era on X and Y, you would put a quarter underneath the thing and go around the circular building to hatch eggs. That was nice too.
I didn't even know that was a strategy for that.
Oh really? Yeah. Oh yeah. I used that so much.
I also like I didn't get into like breeding Pokemon until I'd say maybe Sun and Moon,
Okay.
or at least like late into Sun and Moon, because like my friends were like, I need this for Pokédex. You have the version I don't have. Give me. Like, but that was about it.
Yeah, I always did. Since X and Y, I did Masuda method stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very easy to breed in the new games now, which is very convenient. And it's not like a 20-hour endeavor. I've seen it on occasion. People can get like the typing and all that shit that they want, and maybe like all of it bred out, all the moves they want in like an hour, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Moves you don't even have to worry about. There's the mirror herb now. Like, it's stupid easy to do egg moves now. You don't even need to breed for egg moves.
It's crazy how far mechanically breeding Pokemon has become, and how easy it is to make competitive mons or just the mon that you like work.
Oh yeah, they made
Well,
it
yeah.
super accessible this generation.
Can't you rent out teams too when you're
Yeah,
playing
you can.
comp?
Yeah,
So you don't
can.
even need to breed them yourself.
Really?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
rent out teams. If somebody sends you like I think it's like a rent code.
Yeah.
You can rent that team and just use that team, which is what most competitive players do. Because a lot of people want to like use their teams. They just send out the rent code and it's like, this is my team. There you go.
Yep.
Super convenient.
Zero work.
Yeah,
Just
work
nice.
for-
They're
zero
they're
work for
competing with
match.
Pokemon Showdown.
Yeah, Pokemon Showdown is low key my shit. Like if anybody wants to play Pokemon Showdown, I do random battles all of the time because they're fun.
Yeah.
I'm not onto like the competitive like ranked side of Showdown. I just like to do random battles with my friends.
People get so like hilariously angry
Yeah,
at Pokemon Showdown.
I've seen videos of it. It's hilarious. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, I don't even want to say it's just a game thing, but bro, it's not even a game. It's a game simulator, bro. Like, chill out, dog. It's not that serious.
But my
I've never
Elo,
been a huge fan of Showdown. It's just not my thing.
Showdown is how a lot of like players practice their teams.
Mm. No, it's great. It's
Yeah.
never been my thing.
I feel like it's semi-oriented towards competitive and like semi-oriented towards casual at the same time. Because casually, you can just hop on with friends and battle and yada yada yada. Right?
Yeah,
But competitively, you can test out teams and see how
drats
that
and
works.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Without like affecting your overall rank online and be like, well, that didn't work, and then you just get smoked.
Yeah.
I wanted to get into VGC again, but I was just like, no, it's a lot of work to get into VGC again. I don't want to do it.
by into it, do you just mean like watching it or like
No, I
trying to
watch
compete?
it like compete or just like play it casual, like just play ranked or something on Scarlet and Violet. But maybe once like the updates are out and my teams can be more oriented towards the way I want to play, then I can do that. But I'll wait till the updates are out. I still need
What's
finish
the
my
way you
decks.
want to play? Like, what kind of team appeals to you for competitive Pokemon?
I like being as toxic as possible.
Toxic stalling.
I like not even I like neutering teams. Like I like neutering Pokemon, like Thunder Wave, burning physical attackers, poisoning
Will-O-Wisp.
tanks. Yeah, poisoning tanks and like withering. I like doing all that shit.
Yeah, I like Stall.
Yeah, heavy
Stall is
hitters,
based.
heavy hitters installing. Like I've been working on like. Funnily enough, Cassette Beast has the thing where like the stickers, which are basically their moves, and you can and their like passive abilities, you could take stickers off and put them on another one. So you can make
Oh, neat.
like a mix and match kind of team. So I'd be like, hey, this is my pure physical attacker. I'm going to put mostly physical attacks and things that raise their attack on this Pokemon. I mean, on this Cassette Beast, And it's really cool. It's
Cool.
on sale. I'd recommend it if you want a Pokemon like game. Same thing as I say with Nexomon all of the time.
Yeah.
Just play Nexomon. It's really good and extremely funny. But we can springboard to the next thing, which is guilty pleasure games. What are yours?
It's quite the thing to spring on a person.
That's,
What do you mean by guilty pleasure game?
like, what is a game that you just we can just remove the guilty part of it. What is a game that you just always find yourself going back to, no matter what?
Oh, well, that's Ark for me.
Yeah.
Or I love Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the Chow Garden specifically.
A lot of people do.
I love the Chow Garden so much. Like, I play that game specifically for the Chow Garden.
Do you think a game, like just like a specific game for Chow Gardens could work? Like just like a strict Chow Garden game?
They're actually making one.
Are
It was on Kickstarter. It's called snap! I can't remember what it's called now. Something with like it had to do with something with nematodes. I can't remember what it's called, but they are making a game specifically like that. It's obviously not Chow's, but they're these little adorable little like dragon-looking things that as you raise them, they can have a bunch of different kinds of variants and things like that, like swimming, flying. Those mini games are going to be in there. Like it's basically Chow Garden, but with different characters.
That's kind of cool.
And I'm super excited for it. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But I'm so freaking excited for it.
The Chow Garden as a thing, it seems like such a small thing to add to a Sonic game, but it's kind of like really deep.
Everybody loves it.
It's really deep and like there's a lot of shit you can do with it.
And Hearts says RuneScape for her. Faye says Black Ops 1. Wind Waker is another one for Hearts. Minecraft for Ivy.
Okay.
All good ones.
Yeah, all good ones. I find myself replaying a lot of. I've been like itching to play Chrono Trigger again, and that
Oh yeah.
might be what I play again soon. It's normally that or like an old Monster Hunter game or an old
Mm.
RPG, or I'm trying to get into older fighting games. Uh, I played a decent amount of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Suck ass at it, but I play it a lot. Well, I find myself playing it a lot. I don't even know if Smash counts, but I do. I go back to Smash on a. I don't play it as much as I used to. Um, Mostly just because a lot of my friends hate playing Smash. Not even like a skill thing, just like playing Smash online is horrendous. So we
It's
don't
a
want to
terrible
play.
experience.
It's a
Yeah.
horrible experience. That's why we don't want to do it. Uh, was this one, if I could count that. Any of the Disgaea, actually no, Disgaea would probably be mine. Is my guilty pleasure series because I know a lot of
Mm.
people who don't play a whole lot of Disgaea, so it's really nice to, and it's also pretty funny. Minus some of the comedy is not aged well. Because
Funny
There
I
every
is
think
time.
a early 2000s anime
it is
video
early
game.
2000s anime video game. They talk about horse dicks and shit, and you're like, what the heck?
Oh jeez.
Yeah,
Rampage says Batman Arkham Knights
but
is his.
The Arkham series is pretty good.
Never played him, but never was into Batman. I just DC wasn't my thing.
Wolf, did you answer it? Do you have a game that you always go back to?
I play Kingdom Hearts 2 once a year, at least.
Kingdom Hearts.
I do go back to Monster Hunter. It used to be 4U. I don't know. I think Rise has been good enough that I haven't needed
Yeah.
to go back to 4U yet, which is saying a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And I guess Bloons Tower Defense 2.
Nice.
Sorry, Bloons Tower Defense
Right?
6.
6? Oh.
Bloons Tower Defense 6. I meant 2 as in TOO, but that's also a thing I find myself booting up every like once a month or so.
Yeah.
I do play Final Fantasy VI like once a year. Normal. I usually play through it once a year. I try to find different mods like ROM hacks to play it with. And
Mm,
my next playthrough it year is coming up when I'm gonna platinum it on PlayStation after
nice.
finishing it on Steam. I've already finished it on
Yeah.
Steam, but I'm gonna play through it again on PlayStation.
My next playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 2 might be a platinum run of it. Maybe.
Right.
Well, I guess that's hard because the 2.5 collection is 3 games,
Mm-hmm.
and Kingdom Hearts 2 is like the only good game on that collection. So maybe not a platinum, but maybe all the trophies in the Kingdom Hearts 2 section.
They're separate.
Oh, they separate it
Yeah.
in the thing? That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll go for that.
Which is very nice.
I don't know. I'm not much of a completionist, but I have played that game
Yeah,
many
neither am
times.
I don't
So
complete games that much.
Yeah. No, never.
Not at all. Yeah, I don't.
Deep Rock is yours halved.
Deep Rock. Deep Rock is
Half
very
said
fun.
Fart Simulator 2008 at
Alright,
first.
We're
so,
gonna elect to
you know.
ignore half then. Deep Rock.
oh, also Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh yeah.
I play that game a hell of a
Yes.
lot. I just boot up that game.
Sunshine's so good.
I play a lot of when I used to play the Wii all the time. I played Galaxy I've 100% completed Galaxy.
Galaxy is so
like,
good.
7 times. Like I played Galaxy.
I
so
also
many
100% of Galaxy,
times. Also,
Dang.
even not as a completionist. Was
even New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I will always playing that game, all of the time. Like
I beat that game before it came out.
if New Super Mario Bros.
I got it
Wii,
early.
Did you really?
No way.
Yeah, I got it like 3 days early because I had a friend who worked at Nintendo, and I beat it before it came out.
That's hilarious.
That is the
Beamed it
real
on that
life. My
game.
dad works at Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same energy.
Yeah, same energy. My friend works at Nintendo. My dad, same shit. You know.
I remember that red
Awesome.
case. It was so cool.
Yeah.
All the other cases were white. That one was red. As a
You're like,
kid,
this
that
is so-
shit like
so
blew my
different.
mind.
Yeah.
You telling me they like have different plastic? That's just crazy.
That was crazy.
What?
That was lit, bro. Or like the PlayStation Greatest Hits thing, where it's like the case is red too.
Yeah,
And you're like, what the fuck?
I love going back and watching the like Scott the Woz videos about him trying to collect like entire catalogs of games, and he's just like angry at Greatest Hits and at like Xbox like Platinum Hits or whatever, because they all just throw off the entire shelf.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Shit doesn't match anymore.
The funniest
It's pretty
thing,
funny.
The funniest thing I think is I watch a YouTuber named Stephen Plays. Him and his wife own the entire Wii collection. Like they own every single Wii game,
Yeah.
Wow.
and it's crazy because it took them years to do it, and like a lot of friends like helping them and viewers sending in games and all that shit. But they do own the entire Wii library.
Yeah. Well, they're
Which is
like pretty
wild.
good friends with Chugga Conroy, right?
Yeah, they are.
That guy is also a crazy collector.
Yeah, Chugga
He collects
Conroy.
Pokemon cards and stuff.
Yeah, Chugga Conroy has actually given them all of their next gen consoles, starting from like the Wii U. He has bought he has bought his friends the Wii U, the Xbox One, and both of their Switches. And you're like, damn, bro, what do I gotta do to be Chugga Conroy's friend? Shit.
Yeah, he's a sweet guy.
He's really cool, yeah. If you haven't seen Chugga Conroy, you should watch him. He's great.
I got a question from chat when we get to that section.
Oh yeah, we got a question from the chat. Damn, we're only 22 minutes in. Holy shit.
You want it now?
Yeah, we might as well do it now.
Okay. All right. Question for group and chat. If you had to pick a game from the past to have completely remastered, what game would it be?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh man, see, I wanna springboard back to Chrono Trigger again.
That's fair.
But like,
Chrono Trigger remaster would be sick.
I've gotten most of the Super Mario RPG would have been the one that I said first. But we're getting that. Final Fantasy VI got the Pixel remaster. Chrono Trigger might have to be the pick, or yeah, I might have to say Chrono Trigger.
There's a lot of games that
Yeah, I
could
know.
do so well with a remaster. You know what? I think Skyrim needs another remaster. No,
Are you,
that's the
are
one.
you for
Stop,
real?
stop that.
No.
Okay.
No.
Hey guys, we're taking
He's like, are you
applications-
freaking
We're taking
serious?
I mean,
applications for a third host. If anybody
You have you have
thought it was
enough
just-
hours. You have enough hours in Arc that I can't tell if you're joking or not. You have a bad take.
That's not nice, okay? First of all, fuck you.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
God dang it.
Every time she talks, you're like, you play Ark, what do you know? You know what I'm saying?
I like the dinosaur game, okay?
It's all
That's
good.
not what
man.
I meant.
Yeah, I know.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah.
That is a good question.
It's very
The
difficult.
first thing that comes to my mind is Billy Hatcher, which is kind of a obscure game, but I loved Billy Hatcher growing up. It was a GameCube game, like not a lot of people have played it, but it was super fun. You just rolled an egg around and you would hatch it, and they would hatch into all these different creatures that had these like powers, and you had to like save the chickens, and it was a lot of fun, okay? And there were Sonic characters in it too. It was weird. But I think I would want a remaster of that, bring that back to life.
A lot of the
Oh, I know what I'd want a remaster of.
What is it?
The Parappa the Rappa games.
That's, you know
Ooh,
what? Yeah.
ooh, that's fun. I never played them.
Oh, they're
Paper
so
Super
good.
Mario for GameCube.
I was thinking of Sly Cooper as well. I think Sly Cooper would be good getting a remaster.
Did they not do a remaster for Side Cooper?
They did a collection on the PS3,
Oh.
but we've
I
never
was gonna
gotten
say, I
like,
could
an
have swore
official
there was
remaster.
something.
We've never gotten an official like complete remaster. That
Yeah.
was like two console generations ago.
Yeah, that's a while ago.
PS3 feels so long ago. Don't look up how old the PS3 is, by the way. You will feel old.
You'll be sad. You'll get sad. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it, please.
Yeah, what was it, like 2006?
I think,
I said don't do it. I said
Was
don't do it.
Yeah.
Was it 2006?
I think so, because Sonic 06 was like one of the first games of that console generation.
Yeah, November 7th,
I played that on
2006.
360.
Oh my lord.
Yep.
Oh my
Yikes.
God.
We're old, guys.
I like how Sonic 06 is like the event in time that I base everything in gaming around in that time frame.
Huh.
I never
That's
played
one
that
game
one.
they should never remaster. That game is perfect how it is.
Honestly, it's.
It would be worse if they tried to remaster it.
I don't even. Okay, I don't even know if this would count, but I think getting like the old Smash games in a more accessible way would be pretty nice to play. It would be nice to. It doesn't even have to be
But,
a remaster. Like
I mean-
they could have released 64 on the virtual console that they have on the Switch.
But okay, so what's the point if like the Ultimate Edition has all of the characters?
I want to play old games, Liz.
But okay,
They
whatever.
have different mechanics
Okay,
and stuff, Liz.
okay.
They got the fancy pin. They got the. I want Zero to Death people in 64. Okay. Why don't you?
Sure.
Why
True.
don't you? Why don't you keep your fucking dinosaurs and let me dream?
You know what
okay?
I do keep my dinosaurs.
Keep your dinosaurs and let me dream.
I just am like, the definitive edition is Ultimate. Like all of the characters are in there with their full movesets, everything. So I don't, I guess, see the point in like reviving old games of that, since there's like a definitive better edition out. But I also don't do fighting games.
You heard it here first, guys. She likes Ultimate more than she likes Melee. Melee fans, get her ass. Cancel her ass. It's over. For
All
you,
I'm
Liz.
saying is
It's
it's
fair.
like the definitive edition, yeah?
Melee fans. Well, I think
I don't.
Ultimate's a
I wouldn't
completely
call it
different. No,
that.
Ultimate's a completely separate game compared to the other ones.
I think they're all different games. I don't
Yeah, they
know.
are.
They're all different enough from each other that like I wouldn't call one a rehash of the other, except
Do you know-
for maybe like 4 to Ultimate. But 4
Yeah,
was
4 to-
bad
4 to
enough that
Ultimate.
I'm okay
Yeah, for the
with
was-
Ultimate existing.
I would like to see, what was that, Brawl? I would like to see the like story mode come back from
Subspace,
Brawl.
yeah,
That was a
Subspace
lot
is
of
nice.
fun.
World of Light is ass. If you disagree, you just
Yeah.
have a bad opinion. Like,
We all played World of Light because Undying Light was a song that we couldn't stand hearing another minute of. That was the only reason.
I beat World
The
of Light.
worst.
I told Liz I'm beating World. Liz, send me your Switch. I'm gonna beat World of Light for you on your Switch.
Switch? What you talking about?
Next time I come over,
No.
next time I come over, I'm beating World of Light for you.
Yeah, you've been saying that for how long now?
Yeah, but the first visit we hung out and went to a wedding. So
Yeah. Well, you did. I didn't go to
the
a
second
wedding.
visit, Minna didn't like me. So
That was a little weird.
yeah, that was.
You weirded her out.
I guess.
Anyway,
I guess we can kind of shoot the shit. We can kind of shoot the shit until another question pops up. But yeah, I was originally.
Oh! Well, I have.
Psychonauts. Psychonauts would be a good remake.
Like, oh yeah.
I've heard really good things about that game.
It's pretty crazy. I like it a lot.
I need to play the second one.
I also need
Wait.
to play the second one. I own it, but I haven't played it.
We've got another question when y'all are ready.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Another question.
Alright, in your opinion, what's the worst game ever made?
In my opinion, Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
It's pretty high up there, yeah.
It's not very good.
But like that game's, I don't know.
Well, not the
Like I could go for low hanging fruit. I think a really interesting thing is like defining what
yeah.
actually makes a video game
Yeah,
bad.
I was gonna
Because
say
like
like, what genre are we talking about? Like,
It just, in your personal opinion, any game that you've ever played, like
for
that you
instance,
just
I
didn't
think
enjoy.
to me Sonic 06 is a better video game than Kingdom Hearts 3.
it's not a high bar to clear, but you know.
Well, because like Kingdom Hearts 3 is competent. It like isn't glitchy. It isn't broken.
Yeah,
But
like it works as a
it's
game.
it's boring, and I
Yeah.
think that's like the worst sin any game can
Oh
commit
yeah, I
Right.
is to be
wholeheartedly
boring.
agree.
So, like in that sense, I'm not sure because there are a lot of boring games I've played, but I haven't finished many boring games.
It's very hard to finish boring games.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's yeah. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 just doesn't work as like it works as a game. It just doesn't work as an interesting RPG because the whole
You
thing
mean
about
Xenoblade Chronicles 2?
I mean 2, yeah, three is
Yeah.
good in my opinion. I know some people don't like 3, but I like 3. It's better than fucking 2, but whatever. Uh,
I've heard nothing but bad about 2, so
yeah, it's from me.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Because you only listen to correct people.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I'm correct in many ways. And
I'm going through my list because I can't think of anything off the top of my head that like I've played and I just didn't. I was like, this is a bad game. Nothing I can think of, at least.
Mighty Number 9 is up there for me. That game was bad, but like that's also the added disappointment where I was young and impressionable and
Yeah.
I
My-
bought into the hype of the game, and then that kind of like made the fall even worse.
yeah, I played. Like my brother saw Mighty Number 9 at a game store, and he was like, "You're so bad," and I was like, "I could buy it and you could play it," and he's like, "No, save your money."
Save your money.
Another one. This is kind of a low hanging fruit. I did play Bubsy, and Bubsy's pretty fucking ass.
Fair.
Yeah, huh.
She says she's surprised no one said Cyberpunk. I didn't play Cyberpunk, so I can't really say.
Cyberpunk was just overhyped. It's not a bad game. It was just overhyped, and people got their hopes up too much.
I've played it recently, and I think like last month I started playing Cyberpunk. I think it's kind of like the same boat as like Sonic 06 for me, where it's like it's super broken, but it's still an enjoyable game. And I guess those two games kind of differ because Sonic 06 is enjoyable because it's broken. Cyberpunk is definitely enjoyable because of the parts that is like trying to be enjoyable, and then the broken parts are detracting from that. So I definitely wouldn't say it's like a fantastic game, but I think it does have a lot of merits, and I wouldn't say it's even near the top of my worst games list.
Yeah. Yeah, the only one that I can think of off the top of my head, as soon as the question was asked, I was like Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the same boat as Wolf. Like, it's really hard to finish a game that's boring, and the whole thing about the only reason why I finished 2 was because my friends were like, "Oh my god, the ending, and it gets really good towards the end," and I was in the last chapter, and I was like, "Okay, we're in the last chapter."
Like 300 episodes in, man, show gets great.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
it. Yeah. Just watch 300 episodes, man. I promise you'll like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I honestly can't really think of anything that I've played and didn't like. I just don't play again.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't stick in my memory. It doesn't.
Stop playing it.
Do what?
I said, "Oh, you just stop playing it."
Yeah, and like, yeah, if a game doesn't keep my attention, or like the controls are just bleh, then I'm not into it. I just don't play it.
Yeah.
Or
I
if
try
something
not
just
to-
doesn't even look interesting, I don't even give it a try.
Yeah, there's so much negativity in this world. I don't like to bring extra negativity in my life by playing games I don't like.
Right. You have another Ivy? Hit us. Cause yeah, I'm going through all my games. I'm like, there's not really anything that I hate
Yeah,
here.
I'm pretty sure if I was going through my list, I would probably be able to give more. But this is off of like a top of the head. Oh wait, no, hold up. Final Fantasy VIII is pretty fucking bad.
Hold up.
Final Fantasy VIII is pretty fucking bad. I'm gonna go off on a tangent while Ivy types something. I've never seen a game actively punish you for playing the game than Final Fantasy VIII. Every single mechanic works against itself, and it's so crazy. It's an RPG game that you don't have to play as an RPG. Like we and Wolf were talking about it. It punishes you for grinding. Like
Really?
that in and of itself as an RPG is automatically a failure. Is punishing me for grinding.
Ugh.
Because sometimes people just want to get over leveled and just blaze through the game because you just want to enjoy it and like you just want to maybe play through the story. You want to over level
Right.
and just play through the story and have fun. Nope. Instead, enemies and bosses get tougher depending on how high of a level you are. Because of course they do. So you can't even over level and enjoy the story. I mean, not like there's much of a story, but the story's pretty.
Right.
accurate.
Alright, we've got another one. You ready?
Yes, I am.
What's your least favorite game that you've played? And mine probably is going to be any shooter related, like Rainbow Six Siege.
You played a Rainbow at a point?
I did. I tried it and I did not like it. But yeah, pretty much a lot of shooters. Like I like Borderlands because it's funny.
Yeah.
But any like big, huge online shooter or battle royale game, really, not my cup of tea.
Questions are pretty the same though.
Yeah, the last one and this one are similar, but this one is at least a little easier to answer.
It's more grounded in
Yeah.
our opinions.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's probably mine. Is any big online shootery game? I have not ever found one that I liked. And Rampage says his is Watch Dogs 2.
That's fair. My least favorite game, huh?
And Ivy does not like Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
That's okay.
Oh man, I didn't even thought about the Assassin's Creed games. Wow, Assassin's Creed 3 was really bad. I was so into that series up through like the 1 and 2, like the 2 trilogy, because there were I think 3 games in that, and then I was so hyped for Assassin's Creed 3. That game came out and it was really disappointing.
I'm looking. Hang on, I gotta look at.
I mean,
Disgaea 6 is up there. I hate Disgaea 6.
Really?
Oh my god, dude!
That was the most recent one, right?
It's so bad.
I didn't get very far in it.
The story is very bad.
Oh, okay. I beat Disgaea 5. I think that's the only Disgaea game I beat.
Disgaea 5 story's okay. The only thing that I hate about Disgaea 5 is that they take forever to get to the main point of the story. Because the main character doesn't talk about it, so you're just like, they're like, I wonder what's his deal. And they're like, don't worry, I'm an edgy anime boy. You'll find out when there's like 20 minutes left in the game. And you're like, alright man, that's cool. Like, I don't care at that point. But whatever. Yeah, Disgaea 6 isn't very... Disgaea 6 is... It's a game that you don't have to play because everything can be automated. So I just kind of auto battle even main story shit. Like I over level and then I do the main story. They beat it and then I watch the cutscene and then I go right back to auto battling main battles and shit. Like there's no reason to play the game. Like the game grinds itself.
You can't even blame the player for like over leveling because that's kind of the point of Disgaea.
Yeah, it's to become as overpowered as possible. It's to be as broken as shit.
Right.
That's one of the reasons why Disgaea is so fun is the grinding. But when I don't have to be a part of the grinding, it just kind of defeats the purpose. Because I'll just
Yeah,
okay, I'm just gonna leave for an hour, and my character will be level 9,999. So
Mhm.
I'd say the games I like the least are the ones that disappoint me the most. So they're usually like bad sequels to really good games. So things like I mentioned them before, Kingdom Hearts 3, Mighty Number 9 in a sense is that way because it's like a spiritual successor to Mega
the
Man
Mega Man, yeah.
games. Um, I really dislike Xenoblade 2. It like shat on everything I liked about the first game, and
And they
then
made
people who rave about that game
yeah, they made Tora
like
creepy as fuck for no reason. Like
yeah, well, I mean, it's also that like that game existing has created a dichotomy where people have to choose between 2 and 1, and there are so many people who like can't see past Pyra's tits,
yeah,
so they just choose 2 without even like thinking about the merits of 1, and that
yeah,
makes me angry because I
yeah.
think
We've talked
Xenoblade
about
1
it.
is like
One
Xenoblade
of
1
the
is like one of my favorite video games of all time. Uh, Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, most Kingdom Hearts games are bad, so I can't say it wasn't
yeah.
expected for that game to be kind of bad.
I think that's like
But
definitely a nostalgia series.
the Kingdom Hearts ones,
Yeah. 'Cause
yeah,
I never got
I think
into
1 and
Kingdom
2 are
Hearts
okay.
when I was a kid. And I tried to play them. I was just like, I love Disney, like old Disney movies. Love old Disney movies. So I was like, okay, I don't know if Toy Story was in any of the old
3.
ones.
Toy Story isn't 3. I mean,
No, it wasn't
Kingdom
three.
Hearts.
What was
Kingdom
it?
Hearts is
The really cool one was Nightmare Before Christmas. That was a cool
yeah.
one. But yeah, like all of those older movies, I loved them. So I was like, I might like Kingdom Hearts, and I couldn't get into it.
I also think one of the biggest things now is that imagine this if you will. It came out around Christmas. Imagine it if you will. You see all these posters and you see all this cool Disney shit around Kingdom Hearts, and you're like, this is really fucking cool. And then you see the goofy ass Sora, and like they talk about darkness and light and hearts and all this shit, and you're like, I just want to see Goofy do funny shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, and it's
I
definitely
just want to drag Donald Duck's corpse across every Disney World I can think of.
because that's he'll spend
Small
90.
penis.
He'll spend 90% of the game dead anyway.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's Kingdom. Like I think 1 is okay. 2 is still the best Kingdom Hearts game. Both even in terms of like story and like scale that you like of the stuff that you fight is pretty cool. Like even like leading up to the final boss, where Sora like cuts like 7 buildings in half in one slice. You're like, that's fucking sick.
Oh, that's cool.
You're like, that's sick.
That's cool.
It
Yeah.
has a lot of cool shit in it.
Yeah, I think the scope of 3 or the scale of 3 is just a bit too big. Where it gets like unwieldy.
You also
There are
play
so
through
many
the
fights
main
in that
story.
game where you're fighting things that are like you know the dinosaur boss in Kingdom Hearts 2
Yeah,
in when you're like in your lion form.
yeah.
There are like 3 bosses like that in the very beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's so tiring.
Yeah, they blow their load very quickly on the spectacle bosses.
Yeah, I don't know. And it's boring. It's just like you're rehashing all of the stories from
The movies.
from Disney movies.
You play
And
through the
it
movie
was
of Tangled. You play through Hercules.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
if you played
in the first games they did that too, but I felt like the worlds were short enough that they didn't overstay their welcome.
Yeah,
Whereas 3 just kind of dragged everything on longer than it needed to. So like 3, everything in 3 overstayed its welcome, which just kind of made the whole experience bland and boring. I have thought of a game I dislike more than 3 though. Tales of Berseria. That game makes me so irrationally angry, and I'm not going to get into it more than I need to.
You know he hates. I think you left a review of it on.
Yeah,
Steam.
that's like one of my only. I think I have 2 Steam reviews, and one of them is like a 2-page hit piece on Tales of Berseria.
Yeah. I read through the entirety of it. I was like, damn, bro.
This guy's mad.
He's mad.
I think someone gave me a clown award like a month
clown
or 2
award?
ago. Yeah, you know on Steam how you can like give people awards? Someone gave me the Jester the other day, and I'm like, I don't know what it's about, but it might be from that. It might be from that review. I don't know.
I'd assume it's.
It used to be one of the top like interacted with negative reviews. So if you went to like the negative reviews sections, mine would pop up.
Yeah, it would pop up first. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Might still be.
If you guys ever want to have a good time, look up Tales of Berseria on Steam. And read through Wolf's hit piece on Berseria.
I wrote that. Did I write that like 5 years ago now?
See, if we're talking about Tales games, this is the only one that I've finished, and I genuinely did not like my experience with Arise.
Yeah.
The moments that I had fun were very fleeting, and they would last maybe 20 minutes. And then they would immediately shove me back into the reality of the game just not being fun to play. And the story being really lame, and you can't over-level because they halter your XP at a point. And bosses are fucking damage sponges that take forever. Because originally
We've got another question whenever y'all are ready to move.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at you guys chaining together these questions. Hell yeah. Throw it on me.
Ready? Alright. So, from Bean, what do y'all think about the rumors going on about the Zelda movie?
I
didn't know there was rumors.
Nah.
Yeah, there are.
Zelda, that's
it's
cool,
rumored to happen.
That's fine.
I think it'll be good if they do it correctly, like any movie.
See, for me, I didn't think. I'm gonna be honest. I think Liz and everybody. I thought the Mario movie was gonna be ass. I thought it was gonna suck. But I watched it and I was like, wow, this movie's really fucking fun. Like,
yeah, it's a fun time. It's a decent movie for what it is. It's not like amazing, but it's a decent movie for what it is.
It's such a love letter to Mario that you're just like you will have the biggest shit-eating grin on your face anytime you get any reference in that. Like,
and there are so many references.
You will
so
have
many references
grin on your face the entire time. That and
so many references.
The Mario Kart, like the part with the Donkey Kong, like Miami Vice.
Oh
Donkey
my
Kong.
god, yes!
That shit was so sick.
That was hilarious.
That's the only part that I'll talk
about. The monkey and the freaking white trail. Oh, freaking loved him.
Yeah, we won't talk too much about it in case people want to see it and haven't seen it. I would strongly advise you to watch the Mario movie because if you like Mario, you're gonna like that movie. If you take out, like, I don't like it when the reviews are like, no, it's Mario. It's like, dude, just have fun, man. Just have fun watching a fucking Mario movie. First off, can we appreciate the fact that Nintendo went to Illumination, was like, make a Mario movie? And I mean, granted, Nintendo was probably fucking on their ass the entire time of production, but it's become one of the highest grossing video game movies, if not the highest.
Mm-hmm.
Not very hard to do, but because most movies.
Yeah, video game movies are not amazing.
But still, it's like it's
cameo.
It's crazy. It's crazy how much love they put into it. That and the dog. I wasn't expecting the dog to be.
Oh my god! Yes. Yes. Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me with like a Zelda movie is I hope they keep Link as a mute character, and like if they do voice lines, make it like in his head or something.
Yeah.
Because Link has never been a talker.
Excuse me.
Yeah, except for that. Except for the anime.
Low key, if we had the '90s Link, that motherfucker would be canceled. Like,
Oh, 100.
Yeah,
Are you
he's
kidding
not
me?
okay.
100%. 100 fucking
he would have
percent.
been canceled, bro. That show. That, I like how they were like, let's take this heroic, like stoic dude that's always saving the princess, and basically make
And
it
make
sound
him
he one of the
just
horniest
sexually
people
harass
ever.
people.
Yeah, yeah, one of the
constantly.
horniest people ever. You're just like, bro, what?
Wow, smooching time.
Oh boy,
Whatever he
switching time.
said. Yeah, that's what it is.
And
Only
I think
gripe
as
is how
long as
Peach
it's
looks. I liked Peach.
as
I
long
think
as
he's
it's
pretty
not
cool.
live action, I'll give it
Yeah.
a chance.
Yes. That's the other thing.
know what-
Don't make
you know
it
what
live
they could do?
action.
You know what they could do? What they could do is so there. I don't know if you guys know about the game Kena Bridge of Spirits, but the people
Mm.
who made that game did a very short CGI, like a little short CGI movie of Majora's Mask. I'm gonna have to find it and send it to you, Liz.
Oh,
But
yeah, of Skull Kid. Or not,
Yeah.
not Skull Kid. Is it Skull Kid?
I think it's Skull or the Masked Salesman, but they did a very short CGI thing. If they could give them
Yes.
the budget and have them do it, because it looks
Oh.
really fucking good. Like,
Dude, I know exactly the short you're talking about. It's so good.
they could have them do it. I think that would be pretty cool. Or have Illumination. I mean,
Nintendo would never.
Illumination did really good. I think one of the biggest things that people were worried about was Illumination doing it, but Illumination knocked it out of the
Okay.
park with Mario, with the
The
Mario movie.
animation was fine. I feel like that movie relied a lot on like nostalgia. Like
And
the story was kind of nothing.
I think that's why I liked it. It's just because it's just like a nostalgia trip through Mario shit, and I think that's
Right.
why I had so much
And
fun with it.
that makes sense to me
Uh-huh.
because the story in every Mario game is kind of nothing.
It's a
So,
very open and closed kind of thing.
Yeah, it's weird of anyone to expect the
Yeah.
movie to have like more story integrity than
I
any
think
of
that's
the
one
games.
of the criticisms of the movie. People
It's not
were like,
that deep, bro.
people were like, it doesn't have a story, and you're like, no Mario game does, asshat.
Like,
what
it's
are you talking
Mario.
about? Like, stop being an
He
idiot. What
saved
are you
the
talking about?
princess, okay?
Yeah.
That's Mario.
I
know
would be
a lot-
less willing to accept that with a Zelda movie,
No, oh yeah, for
and
sure.
I don't know if Illumination's writers would be able to do Zelda justice in my mind.
I think
Yeah.
if Nintendo hounds them like they did with them with the Mario movie, and I feel like they could make it work. I'd be very hard pressed to believe it if they could make it work, but I could see it.
I
With,
also
like-
don't want to see Illumination become like the Nintendo movie studio,
Yeah.
personally.
I'm trying to, because like Zelda could work, but Zelda would definitely have to have an actual story. Now we were talking about it in Liz's Discord, but I'll ask the chat that wasn't a part of it, and I'll also ask you, Wolf, if what Zelda game would you want them to base a movie off of?
My answer was either okay. You had said not Midna. Stop.
Minna,
Midna has opinions on this apparently.
Minna's like Twilight Princess dog.
Do it! There's a dog! Midna, come here.
Oh.
Come here. No, my goodness. But no, Twilight Princess or Tears of the Kingdom.
Minna, what the fuck is your deal, bro?
Okay, Jesus, sorry. Twilight Princess or Tears of the Kingdom. I think Tears of the Kingdom's story so good. I love it so much.
I think it's so recent that we don't need a movie of it.
Yes, but dragons.
I think if Nintendo is making a movie with studios like Illumination, they're trying to like become a household name again. And if they're trying to do that, they would make like a Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom universe movie. Maybe they'd make like a continuation or some sort of prequel or something as a movie.
We already had Age of Calamity as a prequel. But who the hell played that game?
Yeah.
Not as a movie.
So I think they would, like, realistically, I think they would do the, like, Tears of the Kingdom universe.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
I'd be
what
okay with
I
that.
would want. I'd be okay with it.
I said Twilight
It's
Princess.
a cool universe.
I think I said Twilight Princess. They could make a Link to the Past work. I'm actually pretty sure. You know, they could help. They could kind of just do like a reimagining of the first Zelda, like the first Zelda game.
Never played it, honestly.
Yeah.
Skyward,
I'm just trying to think of a game with like few enough story beats
Yeah.
that it could be served well.
I think somebody said
movie.
Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword has
Yeah,
a
Skyward
lot
Sword would be good because
Skyward
it's
Sword
like
has
the
a lot of
beginning.
beats. That and guys, they're gonna make it realistic, and every time a major plot point happens, you're gonna have to fight that giant annoying fuck in that circle again. Every time you do something in the story.
You have to
you
like
know-
hit the teeth on his feet.
Ugh.
I
You
forgot
know,
what
I
that
think Zelda would do better as a series rather than a movie.
was. It would.
That way, you could have way more time to character build and introduce a lot more, you know, arcs and things like that. I think it would do way better as a series than a movie, like any day.
All right, guys. We need like a Death Race style Mario Kart show. Which high stakes.
I think Ocarina of Time would be a good it'd be a good movie.
Yeah. I think Majora's Mask would do good too.
Well, that's kind of why I think Ocarina of Time might be a good movie, is because
'Cause you
you
can
could make a
segue
Majora's
into
Mask
it.
sequel.
Yeah, you could segue into Majora's Mask.
Because
Is
they're
it
both
not
like
confirmed that they're together?
same universe.
I think a lot
Yeah.
of. Okay.
Yeah, Majora's Mask is like a direct sequel.
I don't remember if it was.
I thought.
I don't know if it was confirmed canon or not.
I mean, I just finished watching the Evangelion series. It turns out you can make anything canon / not canon. You just have to end the last movie with someone making a wish. But
I wonder if we got any more questions. We got any more questions coming down the pipeline, Liz?
I haven't seen another question yet.
Damn you guys.
So if anybody has questions, submit them now.
I will ask you guys a question. What is a game that you tried so hard? You tried so hard to like and you just couldn't do it.
Oh,
It's
you're
a
not
lot
gonna
of
like my
those.
answer.
Is it Monster Hunter Rise?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, you're not gonna like my answer.
I was just gonna say Monster Hunter World and call it today.
I have so many. I've already talked about most of them. I mean, yeah, like Kingdom Hearts 3. Most multiplayer games, like, yeah, kind of like what Liz was saying, like any multiplayer shooter.
Yeah.
I really want to be able to play those games with my
But
friends because I have so many friends who want to play those.
Yeah. I don't mean
Among
to, like,
Us is another one.
I don't mean to stop this conversation, but Ren said in my chat that Wind Waker's art style kind of fits Illumination's style a little bit already. So I could see a Wind Waker.
That would be
movie
amazing.
movie. I could see a Wind Waker.
I would be
movie.
okay with this. I love Wind Waker.
I also love Wind Waker. I don't know. I guess they could just do like sailing montages or something.
Yes.
Put on I Need a Hero to him sailing this time instead of
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can we why did they fucking put Take On Me in the Mario
I don't-
movie?
Because it's fucking lit. It's a good song.
I was
It has
high
nothing
as
to
a
do with
kite.
that scene.
Oh,
It has nothing to do with that scene, but
I was
High as a kite.
high as a kite watching that movie, and Take On Me went on, and I like still got irrationally angry for some reason. I don't know.
you
I don't know
probably
what it
so
was.
high,
It's like-
you probably thought it was like outside of the movie. You thought somebody was just playing the song.
No, like I knew it was the movie because it was like in sync with like the karting.
Yeah.
But like, what? Why? All of the other shit was like remixed original songs. And Mario Kart is literally the largest catalog of music you have to choose from, and you decided to go with a licensed song. I don't know. That moment kind of took me out of it because it's like
And
a
then
reference to the real world.
I Need a Hero was kind of like a shot, like a slap to my face when I heard I Need a Hero. Because like
Was that in the Mario movie?
yeah, it was. It was in the training montage.
Oh, that's right.
And you're just
Oh
kind of
my
like,
God,
you're just
yeah.
kind of like, okay.
Why? I don't know. There's so much good music. I don't know why they needed to use licensed music.
Yeah.
But I guess they also
Mario-
needed to use Chris Pratt, so like it's not
Yeah, right.
it's not for me.
Oh, Mana has a good answer. WoW. WoW is another one I couldn't either get into. I've tried. I couldn't
Oh,
get
yeah.
into
Final
a lot of
Fantasy
get into
MMOs.
I can't get into MMOs, period. I tried 14. I got really bored.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of MMOs are like that for me.
Yeah, I could not.
Those are they're like second jobs sometimes, and that's
Yeah. I play Ark. That's enough for me. Thank you.
I like the simplicity of Liz. She's just like, it has dinosaur, it has dragon, we can
Dude,
play.
I
It don't
am the
have dinosaur,
simplest
it
beast
don't have
ever.
dragon, I don't play.
Me no play, no dragon, no play.
It doesn't have dog or dragon, or I'm done. I don't want to play it. What's the point?
Yeah, I'm a simple beast. Simple creature.
I am but a simple human being. What is it? Creature of habit? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's. Actually, I'll ask. I'd assume everybody here has played Final Fantasy X.
Yep.
It's one of the only ones I have played.
I'm only gonna ask for Final Fantasy X because it's the only one everybody has played. I would ask if do you think they can make it a movie, but it already kind of is because of how long the cutscenes are. So,
I loved that's the one thing I really did like was all the long cutscenes for that, and
I
it
wish
did
I
feel
could
like a
skip
movie.
them. I wish I could skip them after multiple playthroughs.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I will 100% give you that.
If you liked the cinematic experience of 10,
10.
you would probably like 16.
Yeah, 16 is very. From what I've seen
Okay.
very little of it. 16 is very spectacle fights from what I've seen.
Yeah, it is. 16 just feels like a movie.
15, 15 is a video game that exists on the internet.
Hmm.
The thing that I like about 15 is I like the world and I like the music. I don't like most of the characters. I don't like the story. The story is very stupid, and they definitely once you get to like chapter 9, they're like, oh shit, we gotta wrap this game up, and they just make a mad dash to the end, where like they don't try at all. Like I would compare like Final Fantasy 15's to Crisis Core's ending. Crisis Core's ending is also kind of rushed, but like you've been going through all this shit, and it would make sense in terms of like how fast everything is happening in Crisis Core because you get captured, and then it's a mad dash to the end because there's not a whole lot you can do, so it kind of makes sense. But like in 15, you go through all these very linear areas, you get captured, and then there's a time skip, and then you're just like, what? Another game that has a very shitty ending is Tales of Arise. Because I'm going to describe the ending of Tales of Arise to you in the chat. And as fast as I'm going to describe it, is how fast the game ends. You beat the
You
final
can stop
boss.
listening for 10 seconds if you don't want spoilers.
Yeah, you beat the final boss. They do a magical chant to save the world. They kiss, the game ends. That's it. That's about as fast as that's as fast as the game ends.
Nice.
And you're just like, what?
Wait a minute, what just happened?
I was so confused. I was like, there's more to this, right? And then the credits started rolling, and I was like,
Oh, no, there isn't.
There's not more to this. Okay. Huh. If we don't have any, you guys have any questions you want to ask us, each other, or the chat?
No.
Think so. No, let me leave.
No, I want to leave. It's been an hour, please.
You paid me overtime?
Wait, you're getting paid?
If we start
Oh
getting
shit! No.
Shut up, man! God damn it!
Fuck, I want to get paid, rag.
Oh damn it! I paid you on like 3 games a couple of days ago.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I paid you in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, which was like a
That's
$2 game.
true. That's true.
It was like a $2 game, but whatever. I can buy you Grand Blue Fantasy Versus also, Liz.
Besides the point.
I can make you feel better. Makes you
I'm
feel
getting
better.
paid peanuts for this podcast.
When we start getting, if we ever start getting sponsors, then we'll start making the buckety bucks.
Oh
Alright,
man,
alright.
I love exposure.
Hell yeah. It's time, boys.
This podcast brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
Shit. Do you know how much they pay their fucking sponsors? Like, shit. Listen.
I think like a couple hundred.
It's
600
like,
maybe?
It depends on
like
the number of.
like 1,500. Like, I think is the lowest.
What?
Yeah,
I mean, maybe.
at least from what I've
I
seen.
don't know.
From what I've seen some.
Maybe
payouts,
for
and
people
most of them-
that like there's a lot of viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe for like YouTube videos with sponsorship segments. I've seen streamers be sponsored by Raid who get like 5 viewers a stream, and I don't think they're making $1,500.
Yeah,
Well,
I highly doubt.
I meant more so the YouTube side of it. I don't know the
Yeah,
animation
yeah, yeah.
Switch, but I know YouTube, like, sponsor segments are really high paying usually.
I don't think we're ever gonna monetize this podcast.
We will
Probably
But
not.
maybe.
yes. We'll be funded. We'll make a Patreon and be funded by the viewers.
It doesn't cost anything to make this.
No, it
Or
doesn't.
maybe I should. Oh, maybe I should have said that. Oh well.
Ah. It cost me time out of
It
my
costs me
busy
my time
That's
schedule.
and
true.
my effort. How many games I have to play to talk about on this podcast?
At this
I
point in my life,
think-
I pay money to do work, so my time is worth negative money.
Oh no!
Okay. Really, Grandma?
Contracts based on average views. See, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, well, you know what? We get what, like 10 viewers. We could, we could chill a little bit.
That's not average.
We could chill.
Okay, okay. I'll take the exposure for now.
You, I tried to put your
For
link
now.
in the chat. You don't have anything to put for
Exposure.
Just the idea of me is all I want out there.
that
I don't
I
want
exist.
people to follow
I don't
me
want actual
anywhere.
exposure. 5 nickels per hour. Oh jeez. Oh man, good stuff.
It's very funny. Yeah, I mean, I could show the friends per second channel, but no, not friends per second. What the fuck is your thing called?
No,
Friends per second.
no, don't show that. You don't gotta talk about it.
I want to talk about it because I like it. It's good.
Too
No.
late.
I'm a find it.
No.
I'm looking for it. We must
I'm
show.
not gonna tell you the name. I'm gonna make you work for it.
I'm definitely looking for it now. I'm just going through my thing.
Wrong layer, no.
I'm looking for my thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are half of the views on my videos.
I definitely am. I can't believe you're making me work for this.
The channel's called Lag Spike, Rag.
Oh yeah. You know, for being the number one fan, you think I know what it's called, right?
Yeah, well, you're still the number one fan, and now you know how much of a following it has. There you go. But we haven't made anything in like 3 years now, is it?
No, it's going on 2 years.
2 years? Yeah.
It's okay. I've watched every episode like a lot.
Fair enough. I appreciate
Sonic-
your support.
The Sonic Heroes one has 114 views, and like 70 of them are probably mine.
Yeah. I mean, if you want a bunch of then identifying as men people playing video games, you know, with bad audio quality, I might add, then go ahead and give that content a shot.
My
Otherwise, you could just watch like Game Grumps or something. Yeah.
You could
I
watch.
feel like that's an oversaturated market, which is part of why we stopped.
You can watch
Mhm.
Lag Spike 7877 and get the funny clip of Monster Hunter to Piano Man that I laugh at every time.
Ooh.
That's true.
What
There
would
there
be?
were some good bits for sure.
They were very good bits. Um, if you could like sink into any like genre of content, uh, I don't want to say that you could get famous off of, that you could like at least like get some foothold into. You know what? I want to get into let's plays. Like I want to do let's plays and walkthroughs and all that shit, or like
Hmm.
trophy hunting like things where I like recap like me getting trophies and shit like and stuff.
I just want to get paid for playing Ark.
Talk to
I do it
the
enough. I
8,000 hours that ass.
think
I
close to 9,000 now.
Jesus.
I know it's bad.
I do game reviews
I mean, don't look
or
at our
like
hours in Monster Hunter.
show reviews.
Reviews would
don't
be
have-
fun. I would be awful at it because I'm too nice most of the time. But
I'm definitely not.
I'm not either. My opinions will
I'm
be.
not very nice.
I will. I will have one review and that's it because they will be like, "That's bad press. We're not gonna give that to him anymore."
I would be like, I didn't like this about the game, but the game has dogs, so it's not all bad.
This is a very simple person.
I really am.
If that's all it takes on the checklist to make Liz like a game, we will be millionaires.
All cute creatures.
Like
That'll
dogs?
do it for me.
You mean like dogs?
Well, like dragons or like frogs, like anything, really.
I like how I'm gonna call Liz out. This is a call out post to Liz. I like how
Yeah.
the movie was called Raya and the last dragon.
Motherfucker, don't even. The dragon wasn't even part of it for more than there was less than half of the dragon.
And Liz was like,
Bullshit
"This doesn't have
movie."
enough dragons."
It didn't. Like the last scene was the most dragons you see in the whole entire movie.
It's called
And
the last dragon.
yeah, but
there's-
like
I would
Raya was a
expect for
dragon
their-
for less than half of the screen time she was on. It made me so mad.
She was a human for like 80% of it.
So much. I was.
She was a
I would
dragon
expect
when
for a
dragon
show
stuff needed.
to be called. If it's called The Last Dragon, I would expect there to be exactly one dragon.
Well, there was for most of it, which is fine, but she was a human like 90% of the film.
Yeah, she was in her human form. She was only a dragon when dragon stuff was needed. Like,
I was so that
There's a lot-
movie
there's a lot
makes
more
me
stuff-
mad.
there's a lot more stuff wrong with that movie than the dragon part, but
Like, it's a decent movie. Don't get me wrong. The visuals are beautiful. It's great. It's an okay movie. But give me more dragon. Fuck!
we want to talk about a movie that I was surprised that was actually really good, and we're bringing this up again, is the Puss in Boots movie. Holy shit, that movie was so
Oh,
fucking
Puss in
good.
Boots was so good.
It was pretty good.
I was gonna watch it.
I
with my brother.
also enjoy the realistic panic attack memes now. That
Oh, from,
shit
like,
is
Puss in
funny
Boots?
as hell to
Yeah.
me. And they did it in the fucking Mario movie too,
Yeah.
where they like had a character having a panic attack. I was freaking out. It's like, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Did they fucking like have a board of like anxious Zoomers who finally are swaying people to like portray
Yeah.
mental health problems? Like it's
Who's that?
gotten bad enough that it's like leaking into their fucking, what is the thing called? Jeez, I can't think of words.
The media.
Well, no, like the boards of
Oh,
their target audience.
I know what you're talking about.
Whatever. I'm not articulate enough at the moment.
I can't think of the word either.
Yeah, Puss in Boots is really good. I went into it thinking it was gonna be lame because I didn't like the first one, but when I watched the second one, I was like, holy shit! Okay, so we're making actual movies now. Okay.
Yeah, it is kind of unexpected of DreamWorks to do that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Shrek in a long time, but I did recently watch a video of someone playing a Clone Hero map that was the entire Shrek movie. And I will say that the parts of that I did see, like, haven't actually aged very well. Like, that movie doesn't seem like it's great.
Oh my god, have you guys seen the completely fan-made Shrek? It's Shrek 1, but like multiple different people made different scenes of it. It's the entire movie, but multiple different scenes made by multiple different people. Like,
I have not seen
it
that.
is so freaking good. It's hilarious. Like, it's definitely go into it just as like an artistic piece. Don't expect
still-
like quality, but it's really
Yeah, I still think Shrek 2 holds up pretty well in terms of like story. Like it's really entertaining to watch Shrek 2 still.
I think all the Shrek movies are entertaining.
Minus 3 or Forever After, whichever one has like the fucking king
Rumpelstiltskin?
guy. No, the king guy that he needs to go get. That movie was like I think that's 3. Forever After was pretty good.
Yeah, I think that was
I
3.
think Forever After was pretty good too. Two.
Yeah, Forever After
good.
was fun,
One was.
as well as Mean Girls.
I love Mean Girls. Mean Girls. Mean Girls.
Doesn't
is a
love
good movie.
Mean Girls.
It's a really good movie. If you haven't seen Mean Girls, you should watch it.
There's people that haven't seen Mean Girls.
Apparently,
That's me.
we're gonna
What?
have a movie night. We're watching Mean Girls, bro.
Uh-oh.
Right now, strap in.
Everybody.
Fuck, I wanted to take a nap.
Nope.
No.
Mean Girls time.
Nope,
I
it's
was
Mean
up
Girls,
till
baby.
4 a.m. playing Chivalry.
Don't care, didn't ask. It's Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
The penile anguish shall extend.
Mhm.
We're gonna watch it on stream with only audio.
Wow. That's content right there.
That is-
Pun.
I can't wait to get copyright straight and get shot by YouTube.
Bow.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, such is the
You
life.
don't really win anything against YouTube.
We made it to episode 7, baby. We won.
We did it.
My favorite number
We out
is
here.
over.
Sweet. All right, I guess that's the last episode.
No, it's not. Wait, no.
Podcast. Thanks, everyone.
Mean Girls is so good. You need to watch it.
You do
Absolutely
I'll-
need to
I'll-
watch it.
I'll watch it at some point.
If you
That's
Are you
kind of
fr-
capped, but I might watch it. We'll see.
are you free tonight?
Like,
after your nap, because we'll watch Mean Girls tonight.
sure, I can do that.
Hey.
We'll be in the hideaway, and we'll all watch. I'll tell it in hideaway. Like we're watching Mean Girls tonight. Get your asses in here.
Now.
When Wolf
Cool.
wakes up, I'll give like a 30 to 45 minute notice. Like, we're watching Mean Girls tonight.
All right.
It's gonna be a great movie. Is there anything else you guys want to say or add to this before we end it?
I don't think so.
Baba Boo.
Don't play Xenoblade 2.
Don't play Xenoblade 2. Yeah, that's a really good
The
message.
takeaway.
Or do play Xenoblade 2 and tell everyone you know not to play it. Those are the two like lawful good options available to you.
Or you could play Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and you could enjoy it, and you could just have a bad opinion. And there you go.
I would rather our viewers didn't. I would advise against that.
We love our fan
But
base.
you can do what
Please
you
don't.
like.
Please don't do it.
It's your life. If you like Xenoblade 2, I can't love you, but I can tolerate you as long as you're not talking about Xenoblade 2.
As long as you keep it to yourself.
Actively.
Bean has said we are cute, so that is the final
Oh,
statement.
Bean. We've made it.
We have
Sweet.
made it.
I'll take that to the bank.
We made it to the mountain.
And by the bank, I mean the bed. I'm gonna sleep. Have a good one, everyone.
Yeah.
Have a good
All right,
nap.
I'm gonna press the stop streaming button. Thank you.